Let me now also take this across to a special guest who's joining us on the broadcast. Nia Korbani, who's an Iranian activist and journalist residing out of London, is with us on the broadcast. Nia, first of all, we will come to this entire possible US intervention and how very many countries are asking its citizens to get out of Iran, Tehran particularly, as soon as possible. But what is your current assessment of this entire anti-government uprising, and is regime change an absolute possibility now?
Including India, first of all, thank you for having me. Including India right now today, actually asking for their citizen immediate actually exit from Iran. Yeah, absolutely. Around 14, more than 16 days, the Iranians still in street fighting against the terrorist regime, which is coming in the street and just shooting. They don't care about the humanity. They don't care about the people front of them. They are Iranian. They you know, brother and sister. They are, you know, one of the, you know, their family. Why they are, you know, without actually thinking, they just shooting and killing Iranian. As you said, 12,000 Iranians actually get shot dead. You know, it's not this any number we talk. It's those people get shot. They are brave Iranian, which is we need those people for our future after the Islamic Republic. And yeah, absolutely, we have hope, and we are sure that's going to be happen
Right.
even with the heavy price.
Right, Nihak, you're mentioning about this number, this large number of 12,000. So far, the number that has been squeezed out of the official response in the official channels from Iran says 2,000. And that is the kind of reportage control that is also happening from in fact, Ayatollah regime, that all the protesters really are wanting changed. What do you think is going to be Reza Pahlavi's role? How effective will be his call to arms by very many of these protesters? And now that the US also has weighed in, directly spoken to the protesters and said that you have to keep going, help is on the way. What do you make of this stance coming in from Washington?
If you see the actually the last picture last night that's coming out from the Tehran Sadeghieh, they coming with the machine gun. It's like it's an open zone war actually with the Iranians. Yeah, the help of U.S. government, it's gonna be really great help, even it's really small. As you see, Donald Trump show his support just with word, and Iranian continuously standing in the street and, you know, fighting, still fighting. That's why I think the you know, the action from the U.S. government, it's going to be really helpful for you know, helping the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi and the people who joining him before. Actually, I think 6 months ago he launched the website and asking the armies and the IRGC's member who want to join to the Iranian join to him, and they are actually already registered thousand member of IRGC and armies registered, but they are still at risk because they don't know the support is support from the Western countries true or not.
Okay.
And they have to wait and see with their own eyes. The army people are, you know, at risk more than anyone, because when they showing their support, it's going to be executing in just one day. It's not take a time to
Do you
bring them.
think that military intervention from the US really is going to happen now that the US personnel have been asked to in fact stay away from the Qatar base as well? So that also has emerged in this thing, that the personnel have been asked to leave the military base immediately. So do you think that offensive is now imperative?
This is not my view. Actually, I try to be the voice of the Iranian people. Lots of Iranian people inside Iran, they asking President Trump. You know, they asking with the video. You know, they standing front of camera and asking President Trump, help us. We can't alone with this terrorist regime fighting without anything. They don't have gun, they don't have anything. But this regime have everything, and they killing Iranians without any help. It's not possible.
But any kind of military escalation is going to result in further collateral damages. And considering the version that's coming in from Iranian officials, particularly the defense minister there, also accusing not just the US President, Mr. Trump, he's also in fact speaking of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the same breath. What do you make of that?
Actually, the Islamic Republic always wants to blame Israeli government and U.S. government. They never actually talking about the Iranian. They never supporting Iranian before October 7. And after the October 7, the Iranians people showing their support to the Western countries, specifically Israel and the people of Israel. And after that, they showing we are real ally with the Israeli people. That's why the government always, when something happened, they try to say the Iranians are spying, some Iranians spying for Israeli government and stuff like that. But it's not really true. The Iranians make that clear. They
Absolutely.
don't want the Islamic Republic, and they need the actually help at that moment. And yeah, they never forget when they get help from any Western politician.
And one final thing about the execution of Irfan Sultani. What do you make of that, considering this will be the first execution, if at all it eventually takes place? And the judiciary is also vowing for fast trials in the midst of this entire uprising.
This is a Islamic Republic actually character. They do always same thing.
Okay.
Last time they actually executed Mohsen Shekari, first actually guy after uprising 2021.
Okay.
They try to make people escape, but 12,000 people get killed. Do you think the people gonna be scared with the number of executed and stuff like that? No.
All right, Mr. Gurbani, thank you so much for joining us and sharing in your views. That entire Tehran being on tenterhooks, that entire situation right now is very, very volatile, and whether or not there is going to be a US military intervention is also something that only time can tell. But right now, the geopolitical experts really weighing in and claiming that US might not go ahead with any kind of military means against Iran. But we'd have to wait and watch on that one.